Azrael. Element. Let me just mute desktop audio so when I start up the game and it doesn't remember my audio settings, I'm the only one who will go deaf. Come on, you slag. Oh dear god. Oh, Jesus fucking. Uh. I tank it. Okay, so where were we? I think we saved on As2 yesterday. Should be in the bakery, if I recall. No. As minor? No. Oh, I distinctly recall saving on As. No. Was it sub As? Probably the last As down there. The fuck is this? Oh yes, because I wanted to only save on the low As. In case I fuck up. Yeah, so I was making pastries here, I think. We weren't sure about the fourth pastry. Or how to... oh yeah. Or how to bake it. Maybe it's just 3 pastries. Oh, my lauta. Should I put a rat in the cookies? I mean, there should be a way to light this shit. This is an oven after all. Who the hell knows? Looked. I still have that one bit of flour in there. This awful goddamn maze. Right. So there's something to the northeast we haven't asked. Have to find the first exit. The knee. Stupid maze. So we should be right by that thing there. It goes another minute, of course. Gigantic device structured on principle of clock. Could it possibly be a clock? Clink clonk. Wobble wobble. God damn, it's that gummy bear doomsday device. There's a huge clock as well. Right, Loretta. Sounded like it happened back here. No? I'm just pulling levers. Oh, I see. Yup. What's the meaning? Seems unsafe. He takes it well though, getting hit by a massive thing like that just goes, oh. Uh-oh. Shit. Only to get back out, I guess. So that last one isn't working. Well, okay, so I'm guessing come back here. Still a place over here we haven't asked. We came out the so just straight east. Turn, you source. That looks extraordinarily inviting. Allow me but a moment to save. That immediately ate. Oh. Life ends quickly down here. In the Temple of Ass. Same year as Quake 1. Forget where that is. Anything for me to do here? Absence of teeth. Aha! What's this turdery? Special order. Agent Cobweb, the activities of Spider are going beyond the purview defined in his orders. His obsession with the cult of Mal seriously jeopardizes the great play. You will now consider yourself to be our senior operative within Eternus. You must stop him without revealing your involvement. Oh. Got two guys here then. A hilt? For what? stone hills. I see. Bump, 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 bump. Bit of a weird place to hide that. But sure. Well, let's hope I can actually get back out of here. We got some items, that's nice. Uh-oh. Oh, thank fuck. How does a plant like this live here? What? I mean, those don't have to eat to live, I think. But it seems like you're gambling on quite the nibbles if you're a plant that big here. Okay, so we're there, so north and then south as soon as we can, possibly through the oak room. Hell's that? Large venom sac detected. Does that mean it's less potent? I was not warned about these in the life form scan. You're a large venom sac mode. I live again. Oh yeah, they call me Southwood Exits Ruford. This hopefully is the way. I'm asking southwest now. Yes. Oh, here we go. Please don't be the kitchen. That's the toilet again. Why are things exploding? It's not normal. It's the toilet hole. Anything we missed here? I guess I can't actually fall down. Annals. Oh yeah, that's the manticore. Those shadows always make me think there's a mate there. We need something to lever that thing with. I think that, or we have to ask around down there. Like there's a rope here, but it's stuck. Jammed on the millstone. Or maybe there. Aha! Oh, that happens. Ugh, what a sort. For some reason he keeps scooting down. How the hell? The thing I had to pick up was right there, I think, but whenever I get too close, he just scoots down the goddamn thing. Oh, this music. Quick, load before it eats me. I worry this might be buggery, because I see the item right there. It's by the ledge. Oil detected slippery. Ah, I see. Maybe I can ask flour on there. Wah. Fucking thing keeps saying out of range. How the hell do I? Maybe the aquafatus usually works. Yeah, I can't get close enough to the floor without slipping. Any ideas, man? I would say the flower might be the way to go about this. Internet, help me. Hmm. What if there's anything I can do then? That didn't look like I could just ask myself up with the elevator. Internet isn't helpful. I don't know. Hey! Very dear, this year. Yes, kitty! This thing said we needed to roll the fucker. Yes, kitty. How can I help? Hello. Azrael. Kitty. Me lauter. Oh, kitty, you're gonna be lab cat. Oh, kitty, what's the meaning? Oh, kitty. There's gotta be a way of doing this. It said you need the fang. I would assume you just jam it in the hole. Round objects are easier to roll than slide. Well, no, kitty. Damn it. Can't combine items. Ach nein. She's flicking her tail, hopefully. Okay, what's the meaning? Nah, I know she has an idea. Mate. People in the future, oh well, past I suppose. This game takes place in. And not quite so ass, I think. Hmm. Oh, I see. Jesus fuck. Loudest bullshit. Your ears indeed. Hello, Grid. Sound balancing. What is it? Goodbye. Boy. Oh, what luck. Man was right down there, it seems. Ah, look at him. Faint life signs detected, I bet. It doesn't say. Small amount of system damage sustained in fall. Man's now become died. Oh goddamn. Eggshell? He's just hatched here and grew up and wandered around doing nothing. This fucking music. How the hell does this work? Because I can't seem to get off up here. I'll just fall again. Maybe I can go up two asses. Go catch up on the VODs then. Don't spoil yourself. Ah, nice. Again. Music. Damn it, Loretta. No, you sort.
Wait, stranger!
Ah!
Who are you? No matter. Whoever you are, you may not pass until you have heard me. Yes, I am dead. My name is Vincent. I was murdered falsely for crimes I had no part in. Will you hear me out with a just ear and an open mind, stranger?
Okay. Jesus, Vincent. What a boo boy. Okay, so perhaps you can tell me how to get through that door the inscription means. I may listen if you answer some questions first. I'm an opportunist from the outside world. I've come for the Grail, you see, and yes, I will hear you out. What do we say, man? Alright.
Very well. The gargoyle represents the monster of a man's sin. Those condemned were brought here to beg forgiveness by purging the sin with an offering of the Eucharist. But for me, it was a trick. I offered up the wafers, and just as I did so, they cut my head from my body. I was condemned to the eternal torment of being an example, they said. As for the inscription, all I know is that there is some way by which the 3 most senior knights could pass through the door into a shrine beyond. And now I've told you, I suppose you will leave. All I ask is that you listen to me with an open mind and help my poor, cursed soul.
It's interesting. I think this is the first guy first ghost we've met that knows he's dead. May listen, answer me some questions, Tree.
Very well. Ask away, but you had best be prepared to listen to me in turn.
You must have been a good man, but I'm afraid I don't know who the real traitor is. I'm interested in alchemy.
Not much. I was aware that there was an alchemist within the temple, but I had nothing to do with him or his experiments.
No. Tell me about Philip.
He was one of the traitors that, like me, followed the false hope of Malik when we became disillusioned with Tobias. I suppose he is dead too?
He is not, no. Okay, let's not piss him off. He seems nice if he is Vincent. Listening to you speak, I've come to the conclusion you must have been a good man. I'm afraid I don't know who the real traitor was, but if I find out, I'll tell you.
You do? You actually believe me? Oh, thank God! Thank God! Please return then, stranger, and free me of this torment.
Vincent seems nice even if he scared me. Fucking noise. A mega helmet. So he mentioned wafers. And him putting wafers in this thing and getting binned. Oh, that fucking noise. Turn back if you share no communion with the master Ishak the Muley. The fuck is Shaq the Malay? Okay. Fuck. The question is, how the hell do I get out of here? Especially if we die in that manner. That actually worries me a lot because that looked like it was offset wrong. Like, yeah, that looks like it's too far and we won't actually go on it. I think I need to get down on that shit down there. But for some reason he won't really... Kinda need to... No, you sort. Nice. This music. Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep. Good old MIDI. Need the Orny theme while traveling. Speaking of very fine music, we'll do some more Star Crawlers after this. It's from the FTL guy. The guy Eunuch has touched IRL, I've heard. I hope I haven't burned the wafers or something. Whatever the fuck it was I made. Although I'm worried that I put the wrong shit in. At least I still have some flour. Aha! A chute. Dildo's poop, I hope not. Rats! Stuck from the other side. Ah, just where I want a task. I hope my cookies aren't polluted. Hey, you got the wafers made. Right, so we need this base. Goddamn. I need a machine. Make me some fucking wafers with my crest on it. This is very important for the odds. That guy remains brained. I worry about my ability to get back in there. The game still says in the manual if you run at the ledge, you'll automatically jump. The thing is, if you're not meant to make a jump, I don't think you'll jump. He'll just brain himself. So, yep. He just go not meant to, mate, and fall straight off a ledge and become brain. So I think I might. I have to find some other way to go down. Kitty, what are you doing? No more phantoms, please. Human species detected. Uh-oh. We've got company, boys. Some ass that'll likely yell at us. Who here? Hey, it's Philip. Or is it? Is that Philip? He's not wibbling his hands. I have some cornbread. Byzantine. 2000 Beck. Made within 600.
Welcome, thief. Please don't be alarmed. My name is Jeffrey. I was the architect of Eternis.
Oh, there you are.
I've been instructed to answer, within the realms of the test, the questions of those that survive this far. Please ask on.
Man likes to know things. I like we can ask them so many things. Tell me about the alchemy.
Yes, I do. But it's not my purview to tell you the inner secrets of our history.
Oh. What are we interested in, man? In a small screen, it's okay. It's not bad. It's even smaller on my screen. This is in a window. Yeah, we can ask him about a bunch of stuff. What do you want to know, man? It's the usual questions here. I probably won't know who Cobweb is. Yeah, that's actually smart. Ask him about stuff. Since he,
What is there to tell? I have seen wonders and horrors in this place. When Malik was sane, I went with him to the deeper realms of the lower caves. A time of discovery when I was so young, Thief. My heart sang with the great work before me, my head filled with visions of the future. Eternus would have become the center of the world. As you are being tested by God, Thief, so was I. I've had to watch my proud dreams crumble to dust while the world beyond forgets us and all we stood for.
Aw. He said he used to be the architect of this place. I mean, if you're the architect, you're the architect. Is someone else doing it now? Do you know who Cobweb is?
If I did, I would be able to show you the trophy of his head.
Okay, he's not happy. We know about Edgar, maybe. Ain't some.
Edgar is a fool. Do not listen to anything he might say. He thought himself a rival for the leadership of all the knights, and only Philip follows him.
Yeah, let's ask about Philip.
A treacherous dog, a follower of Malik, the Satan child. He redeemed himself by betraying the betrayer, but this to me is doubly a reason to mistrust him.
Mistrust, distrust. This guy seems reasonable enough, except that he architected this place and it looks insane. Tell me about the rest of this place.
Do you think me a traitor? You are being tested. I cannot help you.
Okay. Tell me about Tobias.
He is stalwart, indomitable. His patience is enduring. The test that this place has been for all the long years for us has seemed to not affect him at all.
What else should we ask, man, you think? Probably at our last question anyway. Could ask about Loki, yeah.
I have little patience with him. He is a disgusting, fawning little maggot. I have never understood Tobias's trust in him.
Well, okay, so this guy's like, I am sensible and things. Ask about the wrong thing and I'll sneer. What a guy. It seems to be the general consent, though, about Lurker. I don't know if we asked Tobias about Lurker, I forget. Tell about Grailstone. Actually, so we haven't really gotten any info on him.
Oh, he was a fine man of honor. He pursued a traitor amongst us named Malik into the outside world, but he was locked out by Vincent, a follower of Malik. Without Grailstone, we fear he perished.
Yeah, we met a ghost called Vincent. He scared the shit out of me. His head got cut off because he brought the wrong cookies. Vincent seemed interested in knowing who the traitor was, and he seemed all right. Vincent was also aware that he was dead. What should we ask, men? Yeah. I'm very certain that he won't tell us that, though. Is my guess. He's very into the whole test thing.
No, I will not speak of that place.
Okay. Vision of the Holy Thief?
A holy picture of the future. The Grailstone expanded the mind and wisdom of our leader Tobias to the point where he is truly beyond humanity. Your aspect fits with what he saw centuries ago by the reckoning of days under the sun.
Okay. Then about the Priory.
A sister order, but a sister that proved to be a harpy in disguise. When the Templar Order fell, they lifted not a finger to help, but withdrew into the shadows like godless cowards and plotted to take the Grail for themselves.
Ugh, women, right. Creature in the water.
We do not know. In the deepest caves, on the very shores of hell it seemed, I once heard the terrifying cries of beasts across a sunless lake. I suspect these creatures to be more fearsome than any human imagination could conceive. I also suspect this thing to be just one of them, lost in the upper caves. We have all thanked God that it is unable to leave the water.
Yeah, the Sasha thing is kind of tragic because she left when we showed her Ocean's medal amulet, which means she's still sort of aware in there. What do you tell me about Grailstone?
When we first came here, it glistened like jewels about the floor. We mined it, but when the traitor Malik left, he took it with him. Over a century of relentless toil was in that sack. We were mortified. Without Grailstone, the centuries catch up with frail human flesh. The thought that our errors allowed this monster to escape into the world of men, to live perhaps forever, working against the will of God, fills us with shame.
Tell me about Talum.
He is a mad dog. I've argued many times with Tobias the folly of having allowed him to live. When the followers of Malik were questioned, he was contrite, claiming fear and folly. He betrayed the hideous acts of the others. Tobias forgave him, but I do not trust him. He is insane.
Most people seem to be. Malik?
He was a foul monster. When I first heard he was born to a heathen tribe, I argued with Tobias against his being amongst our number, but I went unheard.
Oh, was he picked?
I was
maybe?
not surprised when I met him. He has a charm about him. He has the ability to make one feel he knows far more and deeper than anyone else. It is no surprise that some of the others followed him when he betrayed his holy charge and revived the pagan cult of Mal.
Mal? Tell me about the Guardians.
We were 12, all dedicated, but the Grailstone weighed on the brain as much as on other parts of the body. Before long, some of our number turned to madness or evil, though I suspect Malik was born with a black heart. After many decades, Malik broke away and sealed himself into ancient chambers we had found and revived a pagan idol of evil. Its name was Mal. After he fled, we purged the remainder of his followers that we could overpower, but those that remain are still tainted with the evil of Mal.
Mal's bad, okay. So who are those followers? Does he mean Philip and Edgar? Talum, maybe? Dangerous animals down here.
I imagine they were God's part in the test. He sent them down here, I suspect, before the 6th day of creation. Fearsome creatures they are indeed, and more to come that make those you have seen look like tadpoles in the pond.
How many others like me have you met?
I have seen some. Yes. They are ahead of you, but fear not. There is only one fated by God to carry the Grail. If it is you, you will prevail. And indeed, surely one, an ill-tempered lout, will die before long. Warren, he said he was called.
Warren, do we know Warren? He probably will not.
Foolish thief. What would be the point of the test then?
Right.
Indeed. Good fortune.
Is he gonna leave or is he just gonna stay here? No, he's just gonna stay here. Thank you. He seemed nice enough, if a bit weird. It seems like the Grailstone just magnifies aspects of their personality. Scholar becomes scholarly, warrior becomes warriory. Edgar's weird though, like, he seems to be two different dudes. Oh, he doesn't seem that fucked up. No, you seem almost human. Polygons allow. Your, what's that, chainmail has seen better days? Oh, you have a picture of a torso. Or you drew this. Is this your torso? Well done, Joffrey. Expedition. Nice. As instructed by Tobias, Malik and I set forth with 10 slaves. The expedition was to last for a week. For the first 3 days, we traveled through dank, tiny caves beset by the small beasts we called Eugenes. The most artiste, yeah. Fucking Eugenes. How can you take anything seriously named Eugene? Unless that's, like, probably a Bible name that means big burly lizard or something. These caves stank with accumulated filth of millennia. We were ever hopeful of finding more evidence of those dwellings mentioned by the ghost of the well. Oh yeah, so she was there, Neve was there before them. I assume so. Hey, Pond. Dwellings of God she described. We were intrigued. Of God, okay, so they are monotheistic. On the 4th day, we of our expedition wore through a small crevice into the large chamber. We stood with astonishment before a great rising staircase that was an echo of the wondrous signal at Urnamu, that which scholars considered remnants of the Tower of Babel itself. That at that moment we realized that the gods of Nia were in truth men, the Babylonian fathers of the great empire of Byzantium. I thought Nia was a Pict. Maybe. After rest and reflection, while the cigarette was cleared of nesting beasts, we continued on deeper into the caves for another week. We mapped various sizable chambers that will serve well for the temple. My mind is filling with ideas of their form. Yeah, so this is him, this guy, Joffrey, since he is architect, I guess. On the fifth day, two of our retainers were taken by the creature of the waters, on the bank of the sunless stream. On the sixth, my mind darkened with weight of our discovery. A small series of Byzantine rooms with which horrifying experiments using Grailstone had occurred. In it, even worse horrors, 3 mindless children, part animal, part beasts, were hung on hooks, their very bones suffused with chips of Grailstone. When we returned, I intend to have them taken to the surface, where their souls may be returned to God. Okay, so he's already aware that if you get away from Grailstone, it takes away the thing, maybe. Hey Chuck, maybe? I confess I wish to end our expedition after our previous discoveries. The deeper we go, the more horrors we find. Malik was 2 M's in Malik? Has convinced Tobias that we should continue. I am put to shame by his courage. Our next expedition took us again into narrow, filthy crawlways through a passage. A passage has now been broken through into the ziggurat chamber, making the opening stages of the journey easier. After 2 days of this, we found ingress into another Byzantine area. It seemed safe, and so we allowed one of our eager retainers to scout while we made camp. Let me guess, he got it. He returned shortly, shaking with delirium, with a swelling the size of his head on his side. We went on to investigate and to my shame, fled when I saw the very image of the manticore before me. Oh, that's the thing we binned. We returned as quickly as possible, but too late for the slave who expired in agony. Malik with 1 L again, determined as ever to penetrate the deep secrets of our Byzantine precursors, returned to the chamber of the Manticora with 5 slaves. His determination to study and learn a way to subjugate these monsters was admirable. For 3 weeks he returned with 1 slave that survived the venture with news of the discovery. This is Lurker, isn't it? So I adventure with news of his discovery. The monsters were passable by virtue of their savage, competitive nature. A full expedition was again possible. Malik's excitement at finding just beyond this chamber a fitting sanctum for the Grail prompted Tobias to join us. And surely, in a deep vaulted cavern, we found ourselves beneath the light of 1,000 gleaming grainstone stars, while standing on a large, more elaborate ziggurat. Then? Isn't that supposed to be than the other topped with an altar? Seemed designed to be the home to the Grail. Oh, plural. Fantastic. The competitive nature or savage nature. I'm thinking we might meet more then, and we have to feed them food so that they'll fight over it or something. I'm not sure if it's this text or if I'm just us this. We set out again, hoping to find homes of our precursors. Beyond the chamber of the Manticora, we found corridors and passages collapsed by time and weight of rock above. Finally, we found our way through a vast cavern filled with Eugenes and stranger vegetation than we had seen. This means that Turnus can be self-sufficient without the need for external fields. Days later and far deeper, we gazed in wonder at an empty ruin of the entire Byzantine town. Stupid Aldies. At the end of the vast cavern was an opening that looked out upon a great subterranean lake. The call of enormous unknown beasts carrying across on a stale wind. On our return, we were amazed. During 2 weeks, for us, 6 months had passed. For others, and nearly 4 years outside. What? Hmm? 2 weeks for us, 6 months had passed for the others, and nearly 4 years outside. Yeah, time dilation. I'm just wondering, so they were closer, so 2 weeks passed for them. The other people that weren't as close, 6 months passed for them, and regular time is 4 years. That is a very odd time dilation. I guess they don't feel like they've been down here for that long then. I would have assumed that they'd go mad with time, but time actually moves slower for them down here. So yeah, 2 weeks for them is 4 years outside. So like they've been down here what, 400 years? So that would not actually feel like that long for them. Which is a bit odd because this takes place in 2000 something, not very, was 2001, I think. And the guy from what's it called? World War II. The guy we found, he's only been here for about 50, 60 years then. So that wouldn't actually have felt that long to him. How much would that be? Four to thingy is 10. Like it's like fucking 14, about 50 weeks, something like that. Yeah, and he would talked about going and say that must be some fuckery going on. Oh, you drew this as well within the last hour. What an artiste. What the hell is that? An organ of some kind. What are you drawing? Joffrey, what are you doing? No music here. Yeah, so I'm wondering about if the plague outside actually has anything to do with Malik. Recently erected. Grey Knight statue, work in progress. 20 years. That's not that long. Was I just shoved? No, it felt like it. Yeah, I think it depends how far you are away from the chamber as well. I think the upper stuff, which I assume is the upper stuff, the Templar stuff, that's probably where 2 weeks is 6 months. Rather than 2 years, but it seems to affect them differently. And they seem to become caricatures of themselves, like, only recently applied within an hour. Gee, that's the fucking corpse in the alchemy. Joffrey. That's the alchemy room. I humped that thing till I died. You were the one poisoning it, weren't you? Yeah. Although Joffrey did write this, and they all seem to have their own spin on things. It doesn't seem consistent. Like, every time we ask them about the same thing, they all have different spins on them, so... But yeah. Goat hides and ochres painting suggests design and style reminiscent of works of ancient business. Okay. Yeah, because the other raptor we found had become desiccated. The guy in the gillet, what's it called? He was a Skirlington. I think they are all insane in some way. They seem like the aspects of who they were become exaggerated. Like Lurker was this sneedly, groveling slave type guy. Because he thought of himself like that, that's might be why he turned into the sort of creature he was. Like this guy's super architect, and he's like, oh boy, that shit. Talon was Warrior Man and turned into just that, but didn't have much of a brain, so now he's just the biggest, burliest man, but also an idiot. Tobias was all like God and shit. We read another thing where it said that his mind would just absorb more shit, and all he wanted to do is study now. Yeah, that's what I think in some. But that's the thing, like, you see that they seem to be at least semi-immortal, depending on how they die. Like when we shot Edgar, he came back. But yeah, maybe it depends on how much Grailstone's in them, or in the ambient ass. Like, you have to be exposed to it for a certain while. And that's fucking weird because, like, other guys said it takes about 6 years to affect you. But they were down there for a week, and time dilation was still. So it mustn't have anything. I'm going into way too much thought with this, but it's interesting still. He was in the thing, and his raptor suit was intact except the broken visor that showed a skull. And the raptor suit is a fairly new thing, so he couldn't have been there that long. Yeah, they might get more salamied when they heal or resurrect or something like that. Like, Tobias sometimes looks like half his face is melted. But not always. Lurker looks like fucking jerky. The hanged dude, Mikhail, he was just weird. I don't know if he was a ghost or if he was just one of them hanging up on the thing. I also wonder if there is something in the manual, like a little story of why our guy comes down here. Like, he mentioned Warren, and I don't know if that should mean something to us. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking in some, but the weird thing is, like, it seems like time dilates depending on where you are, because if it's how saturated you are with Grailstone, that means someone from down there coming up somewhere else would move really, really slowly next to other people, and we haven't heard anything about stuff like that. They seem to be in the same speed wherever they are. So I don't know. It would have... Wait, no, that makes no fucking sense. Because they say they... Well, I mean, that must be Grailstone. They say they need to eat less now. That makes sense if time's dilated, but then they would still have their normal sense of time, but their bodies would be slower. So they're like, I only eat once a day, but since a day is, what, a month upstairs, I only eat once a month. But that would mean that I had the perception of time as being... Oh, fucking hell. Ah, okay, Pond. Yeah, I read most of the manual except the story blurb down in the bottom, because it actually explained some of how to do the first bits in the game, and I didn't want to spoil. Most of it was instructions on how to use the helmet. Okay, I probably should have read that then. Colin Scott. There was a Colin, wasn't there? We met a Kurt. We shot Lincoln. We've heard of Warren. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Might be that Joffrey's full of shit. A lot of exits here, mate. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, it would be vague. It would be the story heard upstairs, I guess. We would like this is where we discover what really happened to TM, whereas the manual would explain the research this guy did before he went down here, which likely is influenced by whatever Malik's doing upstairs, if he's still alive up there. So that makes sense. It's kind of consistent, except the spelling. But then again, I mean, that was Joffrey's manual. And the misspellings of names and shit in that might just be him. Uh-oh, life thingy. Stonework chamber, hollow tower, Proto-Byzantine. Yeah, so we didn't get any live scan when there were scorpions. We weren't close enough to be attacked. I don't know if they're hostile. It said they had a large venom sac. And also fucking Vincent snuck up on me and was the loudest man in the world. So I shit a little bit. It turned out just a tiny bit because Vincent was so goddamn loud. He made me absolutely poo. Yeah, but the wiki might take in-game information. We wanna ingest that at the rate the game teaches stuff to us. What I'm interested in is if there was something we ought to have known before going in. Wind. Is this? These lights always seem like they would ask upstairs. I was, by the way, looking at the wiki yesterday to figure out if we fucked ourselves by going down here without the winch. It seems like there's 2 copies of each shield we need. And the one with the winch was just a copy of shield 2 that we got already. So that if you lock yourself out of one way of doing it, you can always go back and do the other one. So that's nice to know. Yeah. Because we didn't get the thing on the other ass. Oh, this is Tobias again. Sanctimonious prick. Eternus has been falling prey to the forces of decay for centuries, and we, in our small numbers, have no choice but to match the crumbling of our great dream. Today, an event foreseen with great dread comes upon us. A deep barrier wall collapsed, allowing the beasts to flood into the temple. They spread through the complex before the breach could be sealed. They are too numerous and dangerous to be removed, particularly considering the expanse of empty chambers and corridors in which they can hide. We have no choice but to accept their presence and perhaps find a way to use them to our advantage. I also suspect Lurker might be Cobweb because he we found a broken quill in his study, so he's been writing things, which I'm not sure slaves should be doing. Yeah, let's not oogle that, Chuck. Not Lurker. Lurker's a slave, yes. At least he says so. He still is, I think. Although the term is debatable at this point. Uh-oh. Also, it's Lurker with an A. Kind of like Nurker, I guess. Hey, Lieutenant Havok. This is our helmet, which is our HUD. My kingdom for being able to remap controls, though. But what you see is what you get. Oh, the screaming of that. I hope that's not too harsh to listen to, the way the audio distorts. I don't know if there's actually a way I could emulate it better in DOSBox so it won't sound as harsh. Like if I set it to the correct sound blaster, I'm fairly certain it's not supposed to distort like that. Hmm? Are we on the other side of the clockwork thing? I see. So this is where I open a shortcut, potentially. Yeah, this is where I can get back up to wafer room. I assume. You think so? Almost as active in gameplay, frame rates, thingy like the Fable things. Kinda. It's actually a really nice story so far. It's very interesting to try and figure out. I would recommend, if you think you might be interested, go watch the VODs from the beginning. Don't spoil yourself. I have to do that one from the other side. Ah, this is a one-way. Ass. Loretta, you're too low brain to understand anyway, so I mean, self-proclaimed anyway. I'm not slagging you. Just going with the flow-mo. Oh, it's a cigarette. Oh, I see. I always wondered what that was. I thought it was some sort of very pointy pyramid. Oh yeah, Pond has the brain. I can up and down the frame rate by asking the cycles, like if I go like this. The problem is then I enter another room that actually runs better, and then I will launch myself into a pit. Brains, I won't lie. I like the brain still the somber fine. If you think that that's a rage, go give it a thought. I was eating your brain. Oh, you lost it. Please, sis, for me, sis. Won't you see, sis? Dear, I dread. I seem to have lost my head. Think I left it about. Fell to the ground. I kicked it around. Has anyone seen? No need of me. My bloody fat ugly head. No effect. Respect the wood to... No, can't say that. Reshape the world to your will and fear not the Azrael's... Is that supposed to be scythe? For Azrael's scythe will not fall upon... Jesus. What, like the Tower of Babel? Mate, you're just gonna make a really big tower, talk to God. He's up in the sky, right? Mate, oh fuck. Got smitten. Please don't lag. Oh yeah, so there's a problem here, like... I can strafe, but it's comma and period, which is awkward. That's where we came from. Like if I nudge against a wall with forward, he will automatically slide to one side, thinking that, you don't want to go into the wall, mate. You want to go somewhere else. You're trying to go somewhere else. I'll just turn you around in that direction, and then he can sort of splort. Okay, we haven't checked what's to the north, the northeast, and northwest. This is a north one, okay. That's true. Small mammalian detected. Oh, it's just rats. Rats! That doesn't stop ghosts from scaring the shit out of us, though. They don't show up on scanners. The truly dexterous will see the odds. Maybe shortcut? Ghost hunting equipment, my absolute ass. Cave in, goddamn. No. The strong of leg. Yes. The wide of ass. I run across a rat. I guess the rats must be what the Eugenes eat. Structural instability ahead. Part of floor collapsed. M scanner. Tension MS. Communication received. Mayday. Identity. Colin Scott. 40 meters west-northwest. Operative in distress. Extreme large saurian detected. Uh-oh. I'm a coming, Colin. Save on Ass Primary. Is this one of the ones I can actually kill, or is this just Satan? Are you killable? I guess that answers that. Oh, Robocod 2, very fun game. Oh, that's the one I saw, I see. Well, I gotta be quick then. The frame rate helps me on my reaction times. I really hope that the time dilation is explained by is a thing they put in to explain the frame rate. Ah, fuck. And why it's different in different in each ass. It did indeed, and there's a really interesting article about it. Saved by the ass. Right, Ember. Yeah, it was not a good year to be a 3D game if you weren't Quake. I expected to sell. Used the lower organ pipes for cleaning, yeah. Did I just off-screen bin another fucking Leo? Yeah, I always preferred Duke Nukem 3D over Quake back in the day. He sounds still around and angry. Can't hear him stomping though. Oh, I blocked him in there. Huh. Get outsmarted, mate. Oh man. I stumble ass first into success. Mr. Bean the fuck out of this encounter. Maybe. What is it? Tobias, Joffrey, Malik, I believe. Is it the same? No. Different order. Someone who calls them the Order of the Templar, they're sure bad at ordering their things. Northwest. It's over here, right? Gotta save Colin. Right, barrel. All these goddamn cave-ins. Biggest keyhole I've ever seen. Well, that looks like it fits the shield. Do we have one? No. Yeah, I thought so. It might be. Have to slap a shield in there. Northwest. So over here in the corner, maybe? So I'm here northwest. Through that door, I think. Try to Finland my way through the wall. Locks. The moldy cornmeal, yeah. Is that two raptors and the Grail? Huh? Wait, I made a Claude wafer. I was supposed to have been made a Tobias wafer. That's definitely a raptor. That's a raptor helmet. That's what curtain Lincolns look like, at least. Can't believe I fucking dumped an organ on him. Hello. Brass lever. Yeah, there was a door. I mean, if this guy doesn't want to go in the hole, I'm not sure I could. The dinosaurs were never gone. Once again, Havoc, I would very much recommend that you leave and go watch the VODs if you're interested in the story, because it's actually pretty good. If you don't care, then yeah. Nah, I worded that deliberately assholey, but if you're interested, like, it's worth it. But it's much more worth it. Lifeform scan. We're 6 hours in, about. Actually 7 now. But I would say it's worth it. We do make fair progress. No system, yeah. Stone cogs should just sarcophagus. I wonder if I can leave it that fucker. Open. We are Grave Robert after all. Oh man, I once jumped down from something in the dark and I didn't break the fall at all. And my neck went crack because I just jumped straight down with straight legs. It was like, fuck. I now feel bad because I think Havoc might have closed the thing as soon as I said the thing, and I made the funny and Claude. Do you want to wait for Claude? No. Doesn't say anything here. So Claude's in Tomb. Oh yes, they're there. Good man. But yeah, it's like I feel like it's worth it. But I might have the nostalgia for something I played the first half hour of as a kid. What a Claude. Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, so loud. I think it depends as well. I think, Barrel Champion, okay. I think it's like stuff where this, like, this is a very story game where it's interesting, and most, like, streaming is fun because we sit here and we speculate about the clues we have so far, and that I find that fun. I find that more fun than just straight up knowing. From reading some wiki or something. That's the fun part. And that's a good thing about the stream. But like the story is solid, so that's also a thing to enjoy. Can't Google it. The fuck was that? The hell? Who are you? I think on the wiki, there's also oh, I can't get up there now. There's also the link to the manual. I would prefer you probably read that. Was that Claude being released? He didn't speak to us. What do we know about Claude? Do we remember? He sounded somewhat creepy. Well, I'm worried. Might just have let out Satan. No live scan here, but we didn't get any... a window. Yeah, but he wasn't fucking dead. Why would they entomb him? It must just be a ghost. I don't know if the ghost can actually fuck around with the world. If we can just see him. Ah. I know where we are. Most dudes down here look like that. tempted to jump down just to see what kind of guy he is. He opened the door. Does seem to be Claude, yeah. Well, smart's debatable. They go a bit nuts. Close the door after him. Did he have a key for that door? That's true. Well, in Talum's case. I guess. Scan for Eugene's. Oh man, this place is huge now. Massive maze. Starting to loop back on ourselves. We came from there. So, where do I actually want to go? I want to put wafers in the thing. That would be over here, I guess. Oh, right. Northwest. We're not getting his signal anymore. This worries me. We tried that one. What a poor man. We'd still detect the thing, I think. He might have been eaten by a dinosaur, I don't know. Oy vey. It's the farty Roth. Right, where have we Googled? Northeast and northwest. Where did we just come from? I'll figure it out. Just up on the thing. So northeast. Okay, we're in the side road now. So right across from the thing, straight east. That way, I guess. That's south. I'm having trouble braining the map. This brings me down there. It seems I need to get to the ledge up there. I think we've been there. There's also a door there. Yeah, it's that one up there. I see, okay. More like 40. Yeah, see, I'm trying to get around the corner without accidentally bumping the ledge here, because if I bump the ledge, he'll launch himself the opposite ass. So what? Why can I spin this? What's going on? What's this again? That's that one. That's the southern one. Reshape the world. Fear not. Well, I pulled the thing, but maybe leave her. But it's weird that it gives us the spin thingy. I probably need to activate some bullshit somewhere before I can use this. Yeah, there we go again. I'm trying to hug the wall, but every now and then he tries to sort of... If I go like this and I accidentally bump the wall, wah, they'll automatically ask me this way. Let's go back this way. It's where we first came into this room, I think. This is, oh, did you leave, Joffrey? He's not here anymore. Seems to have sheltered a bit. As you wish. We've tried all the doors. It's the grain silo. Need to get to the bakery, which is in here. What's that the other way? No, you sort. That's the silo. You can get back on the elevator up there, but you know, I think that one's actually to the done all the exits. No, we haven't done the Middle East one, which I assume is that one. Locked, stuck, jammed? Locked. I'm assuming most of these are locked from the other side with one of those thingies. Fucking wafer Claude. Should have called it Claude Wafer. Wafer Claude sounds like a really shit superhero. Someone from Hoboken. Is this the exit we fell down? Is that what it's marking? It's weird. We can slide down there from wherever that fuck that is and not die, but fall from here. Binned. And the chutes to the bakery. Rats. Rats! Made myself some wafers. Don't know if I need more. That's the meat room, isn't it? Suddenly sound. Anything we didn't ask here. Locked in place. Let's gotta get in the dumbest way to... There we go. Animal carcasses. There's the door we can't do shit with. Scanned all these, didn't we? Meat saw. Slight corrosion even though it's left. How the hell is that stuck there? That's so weird. Stuckt. Well, I technically know... I know a way where we need to go. It's Asto because we need to go through the goddamn goddamn thingy room. Well, this thing has 3 exits. Might help us. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't. Yeah, it does, but it's that one. Ah, okay. Okay, so we came from there. We need to go... Let's give it all we have. Stick south and go right as soon as we can. Luckily we don't have to fuck around on the goddamn tree. Yeah, there's scorpions in here. The goddamn life scan does not tell us this, though. They're on the trees in the middle. I believe I got it. I think I got the great loop there. Depends. Yes. Okay, I'm down there, so I just go this way and straight. I missed the corridor somewhere. Okay, hopefully we can make the fall again without becoming died. Save on primary ass. The Undwade are still, unless it's a ghost particularly, then right, time to slide on the slippery. Slippery, slippery, slippery. Oh, here he goes. Wee. Yeah, that doesn't kill him, but jumping from that thing does. He's a Delos weirdo. Okay, I hope I've done this right. Yeah, the load screen broke my fall. Okay, Vincent might show up again, so brace your ears. Scared the shit out of me last time. We might also have the wrong wafers and our head might come off. No Vincent today. Alright, so I gotta put wafers in this fucker. It says... Turn back if you share no communion with Master Yaquis the Mole. Well, have a Claude wafer, mate. Have a Malik wafer? Hmm? Yeah, I think I did one of them wrong. Yeah, I think I did one of the wafers wrong. What did I put in? Malik, Claude, and who was the other one? There's a chain. See no chain. Also no walkthrough. Okay, let's load again then. Right, because I fucked up one of them. I have Malik, Claude, and Talon. Yeah, I think it doesn't, I think it's because I did the wrong one. Like, we need to do, where is it? The thing is, I don't remember which one is Claude. How he looks. Like, we have the plaque here. Talon, Malik, Claude. It might have been either that one or that one, because they're too similar of theirs. The fucking cloth is a fine man. It's those three, and it only ate 2 of them, so I'm assuming... Oh dear god. Okay, I saved on that ass, so if I save on ass proper, we might be back in the kitchen with a little luck. If I load that one. This is still quicker. Yeah, man, it's like Cookatoni Wolf. He knows it's time, so he just fucking dies. Alright, so the problem here is... the room where we know about the... know who they are with their crests is no longer accessible to us. And I'm not sure which one of these I've done wrong. But we'll go back to the kitchen, we'll have an oogle. I'll likely die. Because he is extraordinarily bad. Like getting off here is hard for him. He has a tendency to just die. I can't get back on there from there. At least might be able to try a bunch until he succeeds, I suppose. I'm not sure what we're called. If he has a name, we haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so this is a problem here. Like this one and that one and this one and that one are quite similar. We will know though, so lion finger, that looks right. Might have been that one rather than that one. Yeah, that's my fuck up, I think. We have 1 flower left, so that's good. So this should give us a different one if I plot the flower down there. Gonna bake, mates. To the limit. I think you might have to leave and come back. So go down here and come back up again. Okay, what's the meaning? Right, hopefully the wafer we get now is a wafer we do not have yet. Like a new wafer. Wafer nuevo. Tobias wafer. Ah, yes. That was likely what we needed. I'm gonna try and see if I can ask down here. So Vincent, apparently his head came off because he wafered wrong. Or he did it right, he was like, fuck. At least that's how I understood it. But us putting the wrong wafer in there, the thing didn't give a shit. Yeah, so I need to try and get into this fucking cage without falling down. I'm not sure. That's why I went the long way around before, because I'm not actually sure I can do this. Get in there from here. We've tried twice and he's just fallen down. It might be the angle. Getting down is similarly awkward. I might be able to phase through the log here. No. Well, he only jumps if he, like, the manual, I have seen no evidence of this, is, it goes, there is no jump button, but he will jump automatically if approaching a ledge with high speed. But if he decides that there's no jump to be made, he'll just fall that down, like we'll likely see now. Oh! Oh! Oh, what luck. Have Tobias wafer, you slag. That sounds much better. Malik. Talent. Yeah, it was the Malik one I didn't want. I'm not gonna save just because we accidentally put the wrong wafer in. So Vincent was sour because his head came off. So I'm wondering if there's any turdery in this room.
You have been guided thus far with a charmed life, friend. The shield before you will open your eyes so that you may look down upon great Eternus as if through the sight of God on high. Beware now, the resting place of the dead that will never sleep.
Okay. What? Iron hand. Why do you have an iron hand? That looks like something that was shoot
Greetings to you again, friend. No doubt you are disappointed to see the shield is not with the statue, but it had to be removed to a safer place. I have gathered a lot of information within Eternus over the years. Being its architect gives me advantages. You may have heard I am part of a certain faction, but each guardian has his own individual responsibility to the Grail that comes before all else. I have to be certain that the shield, and through it the Grail, don't fall into wrong hands. In my haste, I hid the shield in a carcass in the meat locker that is beneath my studio. I suggest you find your way there quickly, if you wish to retrieve it.
Okay. What did I pick up? Ornate key, nice. Damn it, Joffrey, putting shit in the meat locker. Well, we have a key now. I thought that was a crossbow that would shoot us or something if we wafered wrong. Vincent has yet to show up. We promised him to tell him about Ass, but he doesn't show up. I guess we don't know about shit yet, and he knows that. Oh, Jesus. He's like, mate, there's a guy. It sucked. Who was it, though? I was like, fuck. I don't know. He's all dying. Hey, nudes. Gian Loretta. Who just leaves this out? Fucking mess. poor old lurker dings his knee once again on the thingy. Hmm? No. So he's hidden things in meat since then. Call him Sir Meat Hider. Call me Dr. Meat Opener. Reshape the world to your will and fear not. Ah, I see. That's the familiar place. Or the familiar... that's a familiar thing. Save on middle ass. I suspect. Oidor. Hmm. It was indeed. No, I thought you might have been using ye old scythe. I guess the engravers were slaves too. And somewhat shit at the job. Like of varying quality. Sigarov. It's got that music. Down. Question is, do we put the shield back there as well, or do we just go fuck around at the Siglinort? Northernmost door. Here you like guest life. That's broken. Yeah, well, the recess where he took the shield from. I don't know if that does anything. Might pick it up and ask around. Fear not the side of Azrael. Are we gonna get our head chopped off? Let's see. What? Oh, it's an elevator. Yoink. Hey! Meow indeed, boys, we're back. Coulda. Please do term him Spino. How can I help you, kitty? Simply not. Oh, we can't go the other ways? Why's that? That would be north and west. Let's have a look. Or would it? Let's have a look. What's this fucking place? I know I need to do a thing there. I'm just interested in why we can't go back to whence we came. I guess this is actually a different room. It's blocked, it looks like. Heavily counterweighted, yes. Huh. The hell? I mean, we have a lot of stuff that might just wave things. Weird. What a place. Guard yourself with courage. Thief before what lies you in the back. Oh, it's Coolio. Levers and walls suggest locked mechanism. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, nice. Small ass of rooms, I see. Oh, I can unass doors. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think that might have been the other way to bin the dinosaur. Thief. Once you have the grail, oh, it's cobweb. Go to the cathedral and take the north door. Pass through the next chamber, and when you reach the tunnel beyond, take the right hand path. I shall meet you in the aqueduct beyond to guide you out of the temple. Trust no one else if I am the only one who truly wishes to get rid of the Grail. What a nice man. Thank you, probably Lurker. The most stagnant water any man's ever seen. Did I just flood a bunch of shit? Which place is this? Clock room, maybe? Might be Coolio, yeah. Question is, should I open all the doors? Yeah, I'm wondering if the flood is bad. I think that's a different way of getting rid of the dinosaur down there, but now there's water, so... Well, I'm thinking it probably will matter, but it'll likely, there's usually always a different option. I think you can maybe Dead Man Walking if you use all your ammo, but I think that might be it. Okay, well, let's see. Save on Subass. When the actual fuck, I'm back here. I opened some doors. Flooded some shit. Goddamn vandal. That's open now. Yeah, the fact that people don't stay, that wall undulated at me, stay dead is like likely to prevent the Dead Man Walking thing, which is really nice. Oh, just rats. Rats! Unlock some doors, maybe on the, in the lizard room. My frame rate's slightly better. Coming around that corner, man speeds forward. Eight exits, 2 blocked. Very swell. Yes, kitty? With the helmet being so good at scanning shit, it should give you a very, very big edge in lock picking, I think. But he doesn't do any of that. Voice is being silly. No music in here. Reshape the what? Ah. Yes. I go full pixel. I've got speed. The weird thing about this is lowering resolution actually makes the frame rate more consistent. Can I take the shield back or will it get pissy? This isn't even where I put the shield, is it? Do not seem to be able to reset that. Shit. Because there was another reshape the world thing. Let's load. That one, right? No, here there's another reshaped world. So that would have worked. Reshape the world. But I guess that's the alternate path if I fuck the other one up. Very good, man. Auto mapping, it said, so that means we haven't been here before. Doesn't seem like it. It's very well. I fuck up with the door. The hell? Oh look, shadow falls on the thing. Lit from reserve by deflection mirror. I'd like to read what it says. Allow me, plus scanner. Locked. There's a lovely book in there. Nobody says ass, yeah. Now that looked like English. I could probably squint my way through it if I was so inclined. Look at these guys. Bored with the whole crusading thing. Some of these expressions on these old paintings are great. Like, oh, fucking goddamn. It's like that why though picture. Oh right, we're here. Was it? That was Claude, wasn't it? We released. Oh. Detected parchment. Like, it says I can look at it, but I'm thinking I need to do it from a special angle to be able to oogle. Masonic or Illuminate. Reminds me of that guy who got very angry at Illuminate on Facebook, and they were like, "Mate, we're not the Illuminati. We're a company that what makes things." Specimen dead. So this thing dies properly. Yeah, that's where that's where he fell down and let the guy out. Dunno. Like, I can see there's a little seam there where it would open. Using what box? There's a box in there then. I get fucking Google through mirror. See if I... And I'm thinking this might be one of the ones I've locked myself out of. I'm not sure how the hell to open this. Any ideas, man? It's weird though because we're allowed to look at it, but we don't go in. I can't say please. So hello, lentil. Oh no. Oh well. Where'd my music go? That's what I was trying to do, but I don't seem to be able to find a an activation as. Okay, so there's two places. Yeah, this thing confuses me. NP lol. Let's go back whence we came, I guess. Yes, kid? How can I help you? I think someone wants wet food. We... Not sure why the music died. Hmm? The hell's that? Kitty, what is it? Don't think there's a button. Alright, so mount. Claude we can shove around. Locked. Hey kitty. Yeah, I've already reported you, sorry. You gonna sniff me, kitty? Boys, I can't see the chat if you're standing there. Back here. I guess go back to the Siguriot. Signigelot. Kitty. If you go behind the monitor, I'm gonna get huffy. You know that. Go on your bed. Up you go. Yes, there you are. Our world, Yavon. Our dangerous world, Yavon. Followed by 2 hours of intermittent nurkering and neebsing. Well, it still shows the things, but I think most of them are inaccessible now. Sanctum of Qualis. I experience a frame rate, which is the best thing in locations where you can fall to your died. Was that what it was? You should write it down. No! Oh fuck, thank fuck for that. Man makes me sort. back in Joffrey's study. Like he's like, I won't tell you about the alchemy. Here I am painting a picture of the guy dead in the alchemy room. Like, nice. Corpse of last Saurian year. Wonder if we can possibly converse more with Vincent. We did unlock a bunch of doors. We're not sure where. I don't know. We can't get up to Vincent now because apparently this broke. If that's where he is, it would be. No, over here maybe. Nope, left the elevator up there. Or down there. Shit. Okay, well that's off limits now. Recent addition to room. Yes, we flooded it, you knob. This might be where you need to jump. Nope, just step directly into the water and suffer immediate brain death. How in the hell? Yeah, I think he sort of just goes, this is not where you're supposed to go, so I'll just kill myself rather than jump. Can we not go back up to kitchen? We actually can, nice. I don't really have anything new to contribute to the kitchen cause. We go to the meat room, but I always have that locked door. I can't help but think there's something I've missed somewhere. We can't get back to Vincent either. Oh, that's flooded. Well then. Well, it's limited us pretty severely. Which means we have to do correct. Let's try and go down with a dumb fuck, see if there's anything new down here. Might be one of the things we unasked. Nah. I'm gonna close the meat again. Yes. Very fine. Well, the game's nice enough to make the area we can operate within smaller now. So there's less dickery for me to move around with. It allows us back here, so we can for fair certainty say that there is a chance that we'll get a key for that. But for now I think the Sigourney Alt is the way we need to go. Corpse of large saurian. It's weird that that thing died and didn't faint life signs. Oh, game died. Weird. Well, up we booted again. I have muted my desktop so you won't get deafened by incoming Mindscape. Oh dear God. Well, we got the music back at least. I know. Okay, which save were we at? Ass minor or something? Sub-ass? Basically, yes. I hope this is not going to be the norm when we try and get across here and the fucking thing will crash. Uh-oh. Well, I saved pretty profusely, so we're likely to have a save where we haven't actually achieved more than that anyway. That's on the other side of that. I can probably also get past there by dicking around with resolutions and things. Okay, yeah, so we're no wiser here. So this save will do just as well. It's a bit unfortunate though, that worries me. Back here again. Wonder if there's more shit in the organ room. We messed it up. It's not very organized right now. That looked like a thing. Dear nudes. I like how the organ's still going brr, 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 despite us having completely destroyed it. I like how it's like lowers pipes for cleaning. We press it, all the pipes are immediately dumped at high velocity all at once down on a raptor. Sorry, Stegosaurus, whatever. Oh, there was an entire back ass to this room we haven't googled. Well then. Medallion key. Year of our Lord September. This may be the last communique you receive from us. As you know, we are under treacherous attack. All Templar property is being sequestered, and our Brotherhood is being arrested and tortured en masse. That's the ship that delivered this missive was part of a small fleet that will attempt to establish the order again in Scotland. They and you are our only hope for the future. They have been ordered to infiltrate the clam system and the Scottish Freemasons. If successful, we'll contract you until then you will be alone. I bid you good luck and forward to you the last order from our Grandmaster, Yake the Mole. Before his capture, protect and hide the Grail forever as necessary. One day we will return and we will have need of it. Okay. Could I open that twice? Huh. A brooch. Religious use. I might open that door up at the top of ass. The save is balked anyway, so I ask. The gum sob. Silly sound artifacting. Hey, it's where we opened the door. For our dumbasses. That stops the wheel. Seems so. Walk on it now. Walking on broken ice. I expect a loud ghost to bellow at us. All of a sudden. I don't like the music's gone again. That never really happens. Oop. Could I have shoved that without the brooch? We're still in ass mode. Weird. Mummified human remains exist. What a sound. Body of fast flowing water. Anything from heart density greater than air sinking into drain grate. Okay. Was that the thing I panic opened? I wonder what would happen if I hadn't used the brooch. It seemed able to shove that thing regardless. Let's see. This fucking music. I should save on something that's not that one, just in case we run into a wall of died again. I suspect, however, going a different route or slower might sort that shit. Oh right, I see. Where's that raptor? Body has bee wrapped in bitumen and linen. I feel like the thingy checking has gone to a bit to shit as we get further into the game, sadly. Like the spell checking. This saddens me greatly. There's another door out here I'm interested in before we go that way. Yeah, that makes sense. Stuck locked. I wonder what was down there before we flooded everything, because we were able to get here earlier. We were just ustless. Yeah, that's probably part of it. So there was no real Q&A back then properly. Well, there was, but one sweep and probably the guy who did it. You tend to not notice your own mistakes. It's weird though that the guy who made, like, just entering text, sure, but the whole fancy note thing seems like when they can't spell side on that. But then again, I just like to pretend that that's Joffrey being an illiterate serf. Because that's funny to me. But the helmet shouldn't. It's not a pressure plate. Azrael. This looks like a scooty thing you can ass around. Is maybe some sort of fucking elevator? I shoved a grail in when I have it and fuck off. Yep. Survived that. So not much down here. We did get a medallion key though. So that pleasures me. That gives us some options elsewhere. 4 exits. 1 is flooded. Yeah. Ooh. Ah, you sort. Man gives me the shit fears. Wonder if I should leave that on. The water wheel when I don't ask around. Now, actually, I couldn't have gone here before because I hadn't gone and unlocked that door. I see. NVM. Could have gone here. And gotten that shit. It wouldn't have helped us much. Fucking Freemasons. I always assumed it was sort of a just regular Masons, but nudists. This won't work, will it? They're probably just shit talkers of the time. So people just gave them credit for a bunch of shit they didn't do. This is being the one guy that was around to say, yeah, that was me. After a bunch of other people did a bunch of shit. It's like when Blackadder claims to have killed a bunch of people. Okay, so we have a medallion key. Need to find a lock in which it goes. This goes to where again? The Sigurniot, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna camp Stonehenge and ass. Probably actually that one, yeah. This one there behind the ass. Behind the asshole, which is the one I'm trying to go into. Yes! Up ways up here. Leads to pulpit. It's a goddamn weird word, pulpit. Sounds like something you do to fruit. Fucking yes. They call me source this sort of thing out for it. Goddamn. Oh, I see. I scanned for men. Scanning from another location. Fuck you. You're supposed to have 250 meters range. That's not 250 meters. I guess that might be the minor system damage we took. Gold dust inlaid to walls. Fuck. Oh look, it's the Marvel Michael Ende crossover, the Infinity Story. Oh, look at this guy. The Holy Vision of Tobias the Greasy. you got that, soul man, good man. Being the foresight of terrible fate of mankind, as provided by the grace of Yod to his faithful everlasting servant Tobias the Grease. No, it's yours now. Fuck. Commander-in-Chief of the Blessed Temple of Eternus and High Priest of the revised Templesian religion, and of the coming and trials of the Holy Thief, who will deliver unto the world the Holy Grail, which will be its salvation. All hail the gift of the vision. Amen. Tobias. Oh, Tobias. Is this Tobias? Oh, yeah, right. What an orb. The Eternal Brotherhood was born steeped in Crusader blood. In Holy Jerusalem, they were united by God to swear a life of duty as Knight Templar. The 12 finest of the Order, they carried that most sacred relic, the Holy Grail, through hazardous ways to safety of France. I mean, his vision's fairly recent, isn't it? And, like, the 12 best, I'm assuming he still means that despite despising a lot of them. There their masters had made bold plans, a sacred house for the Grail, Eternus, was to be cut from the rock and deep caves where once fell part of the Grailstone tier of Azrael. They did plan for a new religion to guide the world, Templesian, a new order that would be shaped by the wisdom of immortals. And so it was made, but the purpose of God is mysterious indeed, and the years passed, and the weight of the Grailstone did force changes in 12 holy brothers. Few prospered by these changes, most fell to madness and worse. This was one test, another was isolation, far beyond Eternus. In the hurrying worlds of men, the Templar Order was betrayed and destroyed. Eternus was sealed. Wait, what? I thought we were in Scotland. Sealed, and the Sacred Brotherhood swore to guard the Grail until the Order could rebuild itself again and have need of it. Okay. This sounds like they know about Grailstone before. Well, I guess they do. Oh, this is so odd because, like, they had the Grail before they went down where the Grailstone is in the ground, and that's where they first started reporting the weird things that I guess that was Joffrey, wasn't it? I guess he didn't know, but Tobias did when they were going down. The vision again in yeah, I think we're in Wick in Scotland, I think. The vision again engulfed me in its ferocity. A black pestilence covered all the world, consuming all life. The Egyptians never saw such a plague. The countless dead filled valleys, making hills of flat ground. The earth was too full to take them. Oh Lord, let a few survive at least, I begged, but went unheard. Despite despair girdled the earth as the candlelight of human existence guttered and dimmed. Shouldn't that be fluttered? Guttered, I don't know. Woe upon the world if none will live to mourn the passing of man. Woe upon the world as hope died and civilization crumbled into barbarism and final silent extinction. When came the fourth and God damn it, man. The reason this is happening is because you brought no fucking women. If the world gets binned and you're immortal, what good is that if you're a sausage party? Fucking hell. And the final sign of wisdom, the burning sea. Sign of the vision, the burning sea. The heralding of the time of coming of the holy thief. And I saw him come forth like a beacon. He strode from the depths into darkness, into a darkened world, holding high the grail of life. Invincible, he drove death before him and guarded those still living, who wept with joy and pronounced him Savior. The death clouds departed, a new day dawned, and the world paid homage to the eternal brotherhood who had protected the Grail till its time did come. Okay. That's specific. Oh look, he gave the Templar Order wings. Or the Illuminati Mason wing things. That was a Bible. Okay. So that was the pulpit, sure. I accept this. The laggiest room known to man. I still wonder about that guy we let out. Who was it, Claude? He seemed upset. He wandered off, he didn't want to speak. Usually people speak. I think Colin's the only one we've met so far that didn't want to speak, even if he wanted to bin us as well. Here again. Right, we're at 3 hours, so I'm going to stop here for tonight. We're actually going to have to finish this tomorrow, I think. I thought we were near the end, but I need to ask. We're doing some star crawlers in a little wee bit. So that's alright as well. So yeah, time for watching for now. This will go up on the VOD. We'll stream again tomorrow at the same time. We'll do Azrael. I'm trying to be consistent. So at 8. After a brief break, we do star crawlers. So yeah, the end.